Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking What Would the Peeps Do? And this is called Daughter's Haircut. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So this person wants to know if they are a jackass. She says, my sister-in-law is getting married at the end of the month. My in-laws are paying for the wedding, and as a result, my mother-in-law thinks she has the right to dictate everything. She tried to pull this when me and my husband got married, but we refused her money and we wanted to do things the way we wanted to do them. All three of my daughters are a part of the wedding. My mother-in-law didn't want my eldest two to be a part of the wedding as they are not my husband's children. But my sister-in-law wanted them to be a part of the wedding. The girls are 12, 9, and 6. All three girls have very long hair. The 12-year-old's hair reaches her knees, but she rarely ever gets a haircut. My 9 and 6-year-old daughter's hair reaches their waist. My mother-in-law hates the fact that they have long hair. She hates long hair and wants them to get a haircut. As she is paying for everything, including the bridesmaids' hair, she wants the girls to have their hair cut to shoulder length, which she still thinks is too long, but thinks that this is some sort of compromise. Both my husband and I refuse to consent to letting the girls get their hair cut unless it's something that they want, and they do like having long hair. My mother-in-law has threatened to kick them out of the wedding party if we do not consent to having the girls' hair cut. My sister-in-law is telling other family members that we are trying to ruin her wedding by refusing. My husband has told my mother-in-law and sister-in-law to drop the subject as we won't be consenting to the girls getting their hair cut, and if they continue, we will attend as guests. This morning, the 12-year-old told us that my mother-in-law has sent her a message talking about her hair for the wedding. In the message, my mother-in-law is trying to convince her to agree to get her hair cut, otherwise she wouldn't be allowed to be in the wedding party anymore. It was very aggressively written, blaming me for the issue and calling me controlling. My mother-in-law told her that if she wanted to be a part of the wedding, then she needs to learn how to do what she is told. My husband has now told my sister-in-law and mother-in-law that because of this message, we will no longer be attending the wedding. My sister-in-law has taken to social media and is complaining that we are trying to ruin her wedding over a little hair trim. We have decided to cut off contact with my sister-in-law and mother-in-law to protect the children. I really do feel that this was a step too far for me. Am I an ass for refusing to get the haircut? I don't think that you're an ass at all. I'm telling you right now, I would block them on all communication with my children, all three of them. First of all, the mother-in-law, she has a problem. She didn't want your two children to be in the wedding because they're not her son's children. What type of shit is that? Girl, when your son decided to marry me and make me his family, my children are his family as well. What is wrong with you? And second of all, these kids don't have to get their hair cut just to be a part of this wedding. The mom and dad both told you and the sister-in-law that if you want these kids to be in this wedding, take it like it is. Their hair is not getting cut. We can just attend as guests. We don't have to be in this damn wedding. These are their parents. They get to make these decisions, not you for one day. Your wedding? Get the heck out of here. Listen. One thing I would also say, before you go and block them on everything, you need to really read your mother-in-law and sister-in-law for filth. Don't you ever contact my children and be aggressive and try to tell them that I'm controlling. Don't ever undermine me of what I did and said with my children. I would tell my husband straight up, you need to get your mother-in-law and your sister-in-law together. This is ridiculous. And since when is chopping off hair that's down to the knees up to the shoulder length is a little trim? That is not a trim. Are you kidding me? The controlling one sounds like the mother-in-law. You're trying to control your daughter-in-law and your son and the children. You already seem to have control over the sister-in-law. You seem to have bought control of her by paying for this wedding. I don't know. I just think that she sounds like a pretty bad grandmother. I would never want to be around my grandmother if I knew that she hated my long hair. She didn't actually consider me as part of the family because I'm not her son's biological daughter. And then as the mom, if I ever drop my kids off with you for any time, how do I know I'm not going to come back and pick my kids up and their hair is chopped off? I mean, seriously, a little trim, you were trying to take off 2 feet of hair almost. I mean, this is ridiculous. And how do we know that this was even about the wedding? This could have just been the mother-in-law trying to chop off the girl's hair because she didn't like it. I don't know. That mother-in-law would get told off. She would really have her feelings hurt dealing with me. I am not to be messed with when it comes to my children. If I told you no, you better never think that you can reach out to my kids directly. That's my opinion. Get down in the comments, peeps, and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.